So it kind of works.
It works
Perfectly.
It works for us.
Yeah.
You know what it is? I don't get to see people hit on you very often, and it's one of
It
those
doesn't happen
feelings.
that
It's
often.
like it's just uncomfortable in my body. It's very hard to see. It's like, oh no, something's wrong.
It's like seeing a snake on a bicycle or something. It's just
Absolutely,
like,
it's wrong.
What's that about?
Get off that bike and slither away.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well,
wow. So
I'm excited. We have another. This is an interesting guest.
I don't know if we've ever had a guest quite like this.
An animal.
An animal. We actually have.
No, we've had.
We had a delightful. We had Noah feature a guinea pig.
That's right, but we've never had an animal as the primary
featured
guest.
Primary guest.
Well, should we bring her out? It's an old bird, everyone. Please welcome.
He's an old bird. Let's see. Let's see. He comes. Oh. Hello. Hi. Hi, bird.
Hi.
It's so nice to see you.
Thank you so much. It's very nice to see you.
Wow.
Oh, you're beautiful.
Stop it. Oh, please. My days are behind me. You're so sweet.
No, you are. You're striking.
Yes.
It's hard to look away.
I think I've seen you when I hang out on the roof. I've seen you perched up there.
Yes. I thought it was time I finally got an apartment in the building, but I love you guys. The neighborhood is so great, and
wonderful.
Great.
Yeah, people normally come to the roof when they're pretty steamed. Introspective. I get to see everyone
depressed.
Depressed, contemplating, ending it all. A lot of people sneak in a snack they don't want anybody else to see.
Sure. A lot of shame eating up there, for sure.
But that works out for me with the crumbs.
Yeah. I hope
I have so many questions, but Robin, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, I hope people have made you feel welcome here. I don't know if we've ever had a bird as a tenant.
Yes, absolutely. And I was hoping you guys, if you had any advice on how, it's my first apartment at this age. I feel like a kid, pooping in a toilet's new for me. I really messed the kitchen up. I got to say, I don't see the appeal. It's kind of just like a speakerphone for your thoughts, normally.
That's a great way of putting it.
Can amplify. That's
it's interesting because most of the time I've seen a bird inside, they're freaking out. They're, flying into windows and they're up on the roof, ceiling and stuff like that.
What am I doing here? Yes.
You seem like you're doing okay.
It's funny you guys say that because, I spent some time inside of the Galleria of a mall. I got stuck in JFK for, a few months, and every now and then somebody comes along and it looks like they're going to be the hero, they're going to be the one who shoos me outside. But I see where the door is. It's big.
So you know where it is. You're choosing to stay crazy flying around inside.
Oh yeah, you might be paying $12 for a Subway sandwich, but I get that stuff for free in the trash can.
Right.
Great people watching.
Which is so hard to do these days, everybody, especially in Los Angeles, everybody's in their car and you don't get to see people in their element. I mean, you maybe do, but you see them from above.
Yes, I know about a lot of people's bald spots before they know about it,
I bet.
Especially the tall men, a short man.
I think you're talking about me.
Oh, I knew. Yes, I knew exactly. Yeah. I know exactly who you are. I recognize your voice, but yes, exactly.
Yes.
Well, the short men get informed by the tall men that they have a bald spot. So who's around to tell them?
It's kind of a guy thing. It's kind of the guy code.
Yeah.
To be told.
Ask John Gabris.
Old bird, is that okay for me to call you old bird?
Sure. We don't worry about that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm an old bird and I'm happy about it. I raised some beautiful chicks. They left the nest, and why keep the nest if it's just me in there? So it's time that I live in a little bit of comfort, a little bit of luxury.
Absolutely, and I can see that you're an avid reader. So many books.
Yes.
And I thought, the only time I've seen birds with paper like that is lining their bird cages, perhaps. But This looks like you might actually be reading them. Are you reading them?
That is, it's so lovely because when you get little scraps in your nest here and there, you're spoiling the end. You got all kinds of cliffhangers you never get to find out about, but it's really fun. It turns out to read the beginning, the middle, and then the end. I'm really enjoying this phase.
Oh,
That's
I'm
an
so
interesting
happy
way
to
to
hear
go
that.
about a book. We have a question here from Ronit.
I believe
What-
it's Ronit.
Oh, Ronit. I'm sorry, Ronit.
Oh, we got an Israeli on our hands. Hello, Ronit. Shalom.
First of all, is it okay to ask what type of bird you are?
Yes,
I don't think. Oh, sorry. I thought maybe that was I didn't know. Okay.
I appreciate it. It's another human thing where it would have been polite for you guys to maybe not ask each other what kind of birds you are. But we don't mind. I'm a pigeon, and I'm not afraid to say it. I'm proud. I come from a working class background, and I'm proud of it.
Okay,
that's great.
Thank you for asking.
And there's sort of a follow-up from Ronit. What is this again?
Ronit.
Ronit, sorry. I said, what's the deal with ducks? And I'm not sure if that's a leading question, but how do you feel about ducks?
Well, a lot of us birds, we evolved, I am all woman, but a lot of birds evolved to not have a penis anymore. That's true. Like over 90% of birds only have a cloaca, which is a hole. It's like going mouth to mouth, and then that's how you inseminate.
Is that true? They just.
But ducks. Those ducks, they're still swinging that big dick around. And I got to say, it's very upsetting. But I did have a duck over the other night, and the sound of his webbed feet on my linoleum floor was cute.
Yeah.
You had was this a romantic situation you had the duck over, or was it just?
It was that thing where it's like, if we're in my apartment and we stay 6 feet apart, that's fine, right? Yeah, but we didn't. It was a first time thing. We didn't really get anything on. But I'm scared. He's got the big corkscrew penis.
Right. Well, Robin has said we did.
We talked about that on a future show. When ducks have sex, I mean, it looks like rape.
Yeah, I've actually witnessed people try to intervene on duck sex, which is, again, like, guys, you gotta stay out of it. It's sweet of you to try, but
it's a cultural thing, it's not our place. And
but
I didn't realize. So you say 6 feet apart too, because are you also susceptible to the virus, to corona?
Well, I live in the building now, and I want all the neighbors to feel safe. It's like I just want to blend in a little bit more. I've been excited watching new television shows.
Oh, what are you watching? I love to hear recommendations.
Yeah, before I watched a lot of TV, outside of everyone's window, and I had to guess what on earth the shows were about. Like Friends, I thought it was a documentary about a hands on a hard body contest of a bunch of losers trying to win a couch.
I can see that. I can see how you would think that. There was a lot of couch sitting and propping up on, and
For 10 years, these people trying to win this couch. It was very confusing. They didn't have families or jobs or anything important to get to. They were determined to win this stinky couch. But it turns out it's more boring than that.
Yeah, so, and it is weird that they continue to make such a big deal out of that couch. And you see like I see this on little, social media things, and I think people take pictures of them. Who cares about that couch?
Right.
Wait, you saying the couch is famous?
I think the couch is kind of famous.
That makes sense. People are strange, and you'll probably learn that more and more as
people are vapid, and they will wait in line to get an expensive hamburger that looks like it's made on the set from a TV show that they watch. Nobody has any, American culture is dying.
I mean, I haven't watched TV since we cut the cord, and I didn't understand what that meant originally, and so we literally cut the cord, and so we haven't watched anything.
I stopped watching TV after Maude ended because I was like, it's not going to get any better than this.
No.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I say leave it alone. You were saying people stand in line for a long time for a stupid sandwich. Us birds, before I moved into an apartment, we used to call that a toilet.
Because Because there is
What
that
is that
famous...
about? What is that about? Why do birds, I hope you don't mind me generalizing here, but like to poop on people? What's the thrill in that?
Haven't you heard that it's lucky? Oh, it's very lucky. Us birds, yeah, we're pooping on you.
So
but
you're saving it to poop on people to give them luck.
Oh, this is very nice that we're clearing this up. Yeah. Oh, it's an act of love.
That's so nice
I only poop on those I love. I would never poop on my enemies. I would wish my enemies never get pooped on.
Wow. Interesting. Wow. That's a take. That's a take.
Oh, and so Ronit says, yes, I got pooped on during my honeymoon.
You're welcome.
Wow.
Oh, that's great.
Halavai, isn't that something you might say? Oh, someone's asking Twitch, baby. Did she like Bird Box? What is that?
Oh, I watched it. I didn't hear the movie, but I could see it from the other side of a window. By the way, glass is a real funny prank you guys played on us.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah,
that's a rough one.
That's a rough one.
From what I could tell, Bird Box was about a surprise party that Sandra Bullock was going to go to, and it's like the joke where it's like, it's not, you never get to the surprise party. It's more the journey on the way to the surprise party. Cause she had her eyes covered so that no one would ruin the surprise. I think it was maybe like a retirement party.
Okay.
Oh, right. Speaking of glass, I see you're wearing glasses. That seems pretty unusual in the bird world, no?
Yeah. Well, it was all the reading.
Right. You have more reason to need them now. Huh?
Yeah, I got a little exhausted. My eyes got tired. I'm getting a little bit of a Zoom fatigue.
Zoom, yeah.
Are you Zooming a lot?
Oh, I wanted to go door to door, introduce myself to all the neighbors. Instead, I'm doing Zooms. These are blue blockers.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, that's smart.
Now, is there a hierarchy in the bird world? Is there like, we're having such a fucked up time in this human world, people not getting along, people's judging and establishing who's better, who's worse. What is there an equivalent of that in the bird world?
Sure. That's a great question. I would say in general, birds are more peaceful creatures. I tried to take a 23andMe to find out if I've got some dove in me. I am 99.9% pigeon, it turns out. But,
and that's okay.
Thank you. I'm proud. We're a little bit more above, generalizing or putting other species of birds down. But I will say we all think peacocks are assholes.
Interesting.
That tracks.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Definitely.
You ever seen them try to fly?
It's very bizarre.
Very bizarre.
I feel like they don't fly so much as teleport, and suddenly they're up high. And I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Why are they on a car?
That's right.
Why are they on a car? Why? Get off the car, you freaking bozo.
You bozo.
You freaking bozo.
Now, old bird, it's this. I from what I understand, scientists think that birds are remnants of dinosaurs. They're a close ancestor of dinosaurs. First of all, is that true? And second of all, if it is true, do the dinosaur instincts ever come out in you?
Oh, thank you so much. I do feel that it's true, and mostly it's if I'm not going to show them on camera, but my feet. The little scrabbly claws on my feet that, I got to put more lotion on them. They're real dry.
They're yeah.
They're real dry. But yeah, in my younger days, if somebody tried to get the worm before I wanted the worm, I've got my feathers can come up. I've got a bit of a sort of display of aggression that just comes naturally to me. And I go, where'd that come from? And I say, it's from your great grandmother, the dinosaur.
Okay. Interesting.
It's upsetting when, I've seen little kids' books. You see a brontosaurus, they're so cute. They got scales. It looked like it'd be nice to pet them and touch them and feel like I'm touching the bottom of a dog's paw. And then you find out, no, it had feathers. We were wrong. The books throw them out. It's incorrect. I understand it's hard to, make a left turn like that on something that you believe, but Believe it, baby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We've been through a lot as a species. You know, first they take away Pluto, and then they tell us we're all from dinosaur birds, and it's hard. You know, give us some time to catch up.
It's been tough. It's been tough.
Can we just?
I do have a question, and I hope this. I understand you had an incident with one or more of the cats in the building.
There are a lot of cats in this building. A lot of single ladies who have a lot of cats.
Yeah, has that been a problem? And I don't know if you want to comment on that at all.
Did Missy say something?
I'm not going to say yes or no, but
that's okay. You can tell me if Missy said something.
Yes. Okay. She told me that there was an incident.
Okay. Well, let's just put it this way. I don't put Missy's name in my mouth unless I am provoked. But then Missy, the tabby, is out there just yakking it up. Old bird this, old bird that. It's like she's trying to hit me when I'm down. You know?
She's provoking you. You feel she's provoking you.
I took one bath in a saucer of cream. I'm old. I didn't have my glasses on. It looked clear to me. I thought it was a bird bath. Turns out it's a saucer. She gets mad. She doesn't just come and tell me, hey, could you get out of my saucer? You know what I would do? I'd get right out of there. No problem. But that's not Missy's way. She gets all meow, 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 meow. Doesn't want to talk to you about it. She's just suddenly, you're trying to talk to her. She just licks her asshole out of nowhere. Rude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to make friends in this building. I'm not looking to start trouble. So I assure you, we can cohabitate. It's fine.
Even when she's trying to eat you?
Let her try to eat me. Ooh. I may be old.
Might see some of that dinosaur.
There, I did too.
Dinosaur, right?
I mean, only one of us can fly, okay? And it's not just off the handle.
Wow. Well, thank you. You know, last question before we have to go, but Iceland wants to know about dodo birds. I'm not sure if they want to know, I guess, just what they're like, or I'm not exactly sure, Iceland.
Yeah, well, Iceland, I'm not that old.
Right.
But, you know, it's kind of like when you find out you were related to a president or something, like, oh, neat. I never got to meet them personally, but it seemed like an exciting time. And I feel proud to have come from such great lineage.
That's great. I do have one final question.
Sure.
I don't know if you've been watching some television. Have you seen BoJack Horseman?
Through the glass, yeah.
So through the glass, and in that world, humans and animals are kind of equal, and they can date and things like interspecies dating. Could you date a human? Would you consider that? What do you feel about that?
Sure. BoJack Horseman for me was like watching pornography. That's as long as we can give enthusiastic consent, I don't see the problem. And I'll tell you what, I'm squawking yes, nice and loud. You know, I'm looking for a man, a woman, feathers, no feathers.
Okay. Great. Well, I qualify for a couple of those.
Oh my goodness!
I'm just saying.
Dreams come true. Sure, you know, I think it what boils down to it is what's more important. Do you believe the earth is flat or round? You know, that's a more important detail in a relationship than are you a bird and are you also a bird?
That's true. Wow,
this feels right. I have to say, this feels okay.
Wow.
Okay.
I've got some stale bread that is just sitting around doing nothing. Maybe I'll drop it by later.
You're spoiling me. Oh my.
Well, you could use some spoiling, huh?
This is
welcome. Be my way of saying welcome to the building.
So nice.
You.
Old bird, 2 holes make a right. Isn't that all you need? 2 holes.
Two holes.
Yes.
Well, thank you for joining us tonight. It's been very enlightening, and I really appreciate you taking the time to enlighten us on some things we did not know.
Oh, thank you both. You're both wonderful.
Aww.
We'll see you around. Thank you. Wow.
I think you just got a date.
I think I'm gonna conquer Bridget.
You know what? she's consensual, she's saying she's consenting, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm for it. It just feels better to me than the string lady. I don't know.
I'm not ruling that out either. I don't see us being exclusive.
All right. I just see you more with a bird.
Okay. I
well,
that.
An old bird.
Oh, an old bird. Yeah.